I'm going to show you how to create stunning free AI generated images like these ones just by sending a simple message on WhatsApp. No complicated apps or no coding, and it costs you practically nothing. Today I'm going to show you how to build this exact bot using n8n and a free image model so you can generate professional quality images. Alright, so let's get started. First, we want to add the trigger, which will be the WhatsApp node on messages. Select on messages. So when the message is received on WhatsApp, then the workflow will get executed. Just choose your credential. If you don't have a credential, you need to create a new credential over here. Um, you can follow the steps. I made the video. My second video on this channel shows you how to create the WhatsApp credential, or you can just search on YouTube for another tutorial, and you can find plenty of tutorials there. So I'm just back to the canvas, and I'm gonna execute this workflow just to make sure that it's working. So it's waiting for the trigger. So we send the WhatsApp message. Okay, workflow executed successfully. Alright, so now we need the AI agent. Select the AI and AI agent over here. For the prompt, you want to define below, and you want to choose the body, the message body, this one. That's it. And yeah, for now, that's it. We need the chat module. I'm gonna use Gemini because it's free, but you can choose any model. Use Gemini and Gemini 2.5 Flash. That's it. For the memory, we want simple memory, and you want to choose the define below with the key. I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put my phone number. Back to canvas. Alright. Now let me go back to the AI agent over here. And we want to add a system message. We just want to tell the this agent like what its purpose, like what it does. So we can just say you are a helpful assistant that will call the tool get image and get image 2, because I already have get image, so we can just say get image 2 if the user has if the user has requested to generate an image. Requests to generate an image. Yeah. Um, yeah. Go back to the canvas, and right now we want to create a new workflow, because we will call that workflow when if the user requests to generate an image. We will handle some tasks there as well. So I'm going to create a workflow here. I'm going to call it get image 2. Save it. So the first step is when it's being executed by another workflow. So this is the trigger, and we want to define using JSON examples. We only need one field. We will call it prompt, and we just put it as empty. Uh, yeah, okay. Now we want to generate the image, but we need to use this prompt as just an example. So I'm gonna put my own. Just gonna delete this. No, let me at least put one. Okay, yeah. Uh, yeah, I'll delete this. Wait, what's there? Oh, because we have a comma here. And I'm gonna delete this as well. And for this one, just put prompt. And let's say, for example, generate an image of the sun. And save that. Execute. Okay. Now we want to generate the image. So in here, if you want to pay for this service, you can just choose, let's say, OpenAI, and generate an image. But you need to put funds in that OpenAI account. Even if you pick Gemini, it's also not free. Generate an image here, you also need to add funds. But I have a service that I can use that it's free, which is, let me see if I have, yes, it's Hugging Face. Let me just, why am I not getting, okay, yeah, I don't know why it's just asking. So go to Hugging Face and create an account, and in here you want to go to modules, and you want to select text to image, and in here you can in here I'm going to use let me see, I'm gonna use this one. So in here, I'm just gonna leave this open for now. Let me just bring the tab closer so I can use it. Okay. So in here, you want an HTTP request, and choose post For the URL, let's go back in here and click on view code snippets, and this one, select, go over here, select HF inference API, select JavaScript, yeah. Before I use this code, let me let me see how did I get the link. Okay, so over here you want to go to the view code snippets, but you want to go to fetch and just copy this link. Copy this link. We go here, we put that link, paste that link over here, and we don't need authentication, but we're going to send headers. So over here we have a few headers that we want to add. So what we can do is we can copy this, and then we can go to ChatGPT and tell it, and first uh, let's take a snippet. I'm going to take a snippet over here. You might not see this window because I'm not recording it, but I'm using the snipping tool to get the picture of this snapshot of this. So I put this one, and I told it, and I will tell it, I want to add the fields in the picture for an n8n workflow using the code below. And we come over here and we copy this, we go back and we give it, and just send that message. The ChatGPT should give us what we need. Okay, so the method is post, like I put here, and the link, it gave us a link. The authentication none, send headers, so we need 3 variables. First one is authorization. For the value of this, you need to go to Hugging Face over here and go to go to access token, put your password. I'm not sure why I'm getting invalid password. Right. So I'm not gonna reset my password right now because I already have that. I already know my value. So I'm just gonna copy it from where I have it from. But before you put that value, just put bearer and put your API key. Then add another parameter. Go back here, content type, copy it, put it over here, the value, is application plus JSON. Another parameter, accept, which means what type of image file it will accept. We want it image slash PNG. Put it over here, and we want to send the body. You choose using JSON because we want to add the input. We want to add the prompt. So what we want. So we just copy this. So we're not going to use everything. We don't need to use everything. We only let me leave it for now. But in here, the input, we want to use our prompt that we already set. So you delete this, but leave the quotation marks because we need to put the prompt inside the quotation. So you put it over here. Let me see. Nope. Let me open this over here. Just cut it and paste it over here. That's it. And we need to add the response format as a file, and the name of the field is data. So let's execute on this. Let's see if we have an error. Okay. Data out of memory. Let me see what's there. You know what? I'm gonna, since I didn't put those in in what I did, I'm just gonna delete everything except for that input and execute. Still error. Let me ask the assistant. So there's a problem with the module that I picked. There's a problem with this. So let me go back and let me select this one. So we go to view code snippets. We choose JavaScript fetch, and we need to copy this and just paste that link. Let's see if it will work now. Okay, node ran successfully. Let's view the image. Perfect, because we could generate an image of the sun, and that's the image. Okay, so now we got the image, but we're still not done. We need to be able to send it to our WhatsApp. So for us to pass that image back into this workflow, we need to pass it as a base64 string. You don't really need to know what a base64 string is, but just let's say it's a string, text string with numbers and letters that is specific to that image that you did. So what we can do is select extract from file and move file to base64 string. That's it. That's, yeah, no, execute. Okay, so it gave us a bunch of uh, values. uh, that's what we wanted. Now I'm gonna just edit the field. This one is probably optional, but uh, it's just good to have it as a field over here. So we put base64 and just put that over here. We just will put that value into this field. I'm gonna call it actually image base. Execute. Okay, so we should be done for this workflow. We go back here. We want to call tool, call an n8n workflow, and choose the workflow. It's get image 2, and yeah, now we just put in the description, call this tool if the user asks to generate an image. Yeah, back to canvas. In here, let me just unpin the data because we don't want to always put that as generate image of the sun. We want our own prompt that we give the WhatsApp bot. So let me just execute this. Yeah, it's null. We want it as null. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I need to save this because we need to refresh this and we need to add the field. So we just go back. You get that body message from WhatsApp. I'm gonna blur the values over here because I don't want to share my number and personal information, but you just put the text body like this, and that's it. Now let me execute this workflow. Go back here and just say generate an image of the moon. We should not receive anything because we didn't send, but we just want to see if it gets executed successfully. So now it's calling the get image to workflow that we created. It might take a few seconds. Okay, so let's see what's the output in the AI agent. So it said, of course, here's an image of the moon, but it didn't give the image because we're passing a base64 string like I showed you over there in the last workflow. So in here, but we don't have the base64 string. If we go to this get image tool, see it's over here, but it's not passing it to the AI agent. Now I don't know if there's another way to do this, but what I did was I'm going to go to the add option here and I'm gonna return immediate steps, and in here you want to select it because we want all the steps over here so we can play with that value. So let's execute this workflow. It might take a little bit. That module, the module that I picked in Hugging Face is probably what's taking it so long. Because the other module was working fine, but it seems they have an issue with that module now. It's not from our side. Okay, the service is receiving too many requests from you. Okay, so this is not from that Hugging Face module. This is a problem because if you see here, the 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 return immediate steps is returning so much that the shout module is just taking so much time. So what? But we don't want that shout module to mess with that or even read that data. So what we'll do is max iterations and just select one. So because we only want them to, that the iteration to be executed one time. So we just execute this step and let's see if that will fix it. Okay, okay. You see, this immediate steps is so much. So when when that when that these steps are being outputted, it's going through the chat module, and the chat module is like working with that data, but we don't need to mess with that data. We just want that data to be here so we can use it in our next step. So if you see here the image base, this is what we want. But if you see this, there's a bunch of characters here that we don't need this slash n. We don't need the image base name to be in that value. We only want that we only want the value that starts from I, and and not I, like just for my example, it's I. But you might have something else. So we only want this. So what I can do is you can just go to JSON here and copy this to clipboard and go to Gemini or ChatGPT and do what I did over here. I said I am getting this input. If you see here, like this is what I did. I'm not gonna do it again because it might take some time, but this is what I did. I told it this is what I'm getting, and I said at the end here, you see it's so much. So okay, so I didn't say what I did. So I told it I want to only output what's after image base. So I told it I need this output in n8n, and then it gave me some code over here that I can add, and then it will extract that value for me. So I can just copy this code and go over here and just choose the code node, this node, and code in JavaScript, and just paste what we copied. But in here, you need to just change one field. First of all, it's not space, it's image underscore base, because that's what we named it. If you see here, that's what we named it. So whatever you name it over here, you want to put over here. And in here, this is the input, but this is not the correct one. So you want to delete this and go down over here and pick this one, the one that you have that image base value. So just drag and drop. That's it. Let's see if that works. Execute this step. Okay, so we're not getting the value over here, so there's something wrong. Oh, if you see here, hold on. If you see here, it's image base inside quotations, then a column. So, so what we can do is we need to put this inside quotations, but in the code you want to just put that one quote that I don't know what this called, but you just put this character. Put one here and one over here, and then the column is after the quotation. So like this. Let's see if that works. There we go. That's what we wanted. See, extracted image. Hold on. What's this? Hold on. There's something. I don't need this. So why is it giving me that value? Oh, okay. So it's only giving me in JSON. Now, if you go to the table or the schema, you can see it over here. There's no that's what we wanted. So now we have the base 64 string. After that, we want to uh, convert that base 64 string to the file. So now we can get our image. So just select convert to file, this one. So if you see here, move base 64 string to file. Select this one and just drag and drop. Execute this step. There we go, we have the file, and this is our picture. This is the picture because we asked for, what did we ask? Uh, we asked a picture of the moon. Yes, yes, we asked a picture of the moon. Okay, I forgot. So now we just send that file to our number in WhatsApp. So select WhatsApp. Select send message. Select your account. This one is the one that's working for me. The phone number, sender phone number is this one, and the recipient we can get it from our WhatsApp trigger. So it's this number, and now the message type is an image, and you see take this image from n8n, and the input data name is data field name is data. But we if you execute it right now like this, we will not receive the image. Oh, actually we did. Okay, see, this is the image. That's it. Yep. I was gonna say that we need to add a caption, but it turns out for this, like, we didn't need to. because in my previous I had to, it wasn't, I wasn't getting the message, so I had to add the caption it, and then it worked. But maybe I had another issue. So yeah, this is it. Let me execute it again. You select another image, generate an image of a duck wearing the Arabic outfit. Let's see it. If you see here, it's calling this tool because we asked it to generate an image. It might take a few seconds. It's calling this tool, this workflow I meant. Okay, I want to code, convert the file, and now it's going to send a message. Okay, that's not really the Arabic outfit that I was talking about, but that's fine. That's, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so that, it worked. It worked pretty good. So, yeah, so that was it. It's not really a hard project, a hard tutorial really. If you just follow the steps that I did, it should be easy. What's probably gonna take some time with you guys is this HTTP request, because you need to create the Hugging Face account, and yeah, uh, and afterwards here you need this code that I got. But if you just copy this here, JSON, just copy this and go to ChatGPT or Gemini and just paste that code, and tell it that I need to output what's after the image base, like I said, and what's after the image base, like I said, over here, yeah, uh, yeah, it should be easy. Yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and check my other tutorials that I did in this channel. If you want to learn more n8n, uh, I have a bunch of other tutorials that I did before, and I'm gonna create a new tutorial, so just make sure to subscribe. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.